Hello everyone, welcome back to Lee McKay Productions. Today, I will be doing a candidate suggestion from Derek Bennett to play Margaret Thatcher. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of her in real life, but this is just a game. Also, I will apologize for not uploading a 270 video in a while. I've only uploaded mainly water videos because I've been busy. And life, unfortunately, has to take priority over this YouTube channel. It is a hobby, it's not my job, it's not my school, and it's not like my family. Although I do appreciate you guys, and I do really enjoy doing it, that other stuff has to take priority. But today we will be having fun playing as Margaret Thatcher. She's actually a pretty good candidate in the game, surprisingly. Which, I guess it kind of makes sense, because Reagan was really popular, so you could. And Margaret Thatcher did well in her elections, I think. But, I feel like her being stronger than like LBJ is a little bit weird. Like, how is Lyndon Johnson not as good as Margaret Thatcher? Kind of odd. All right, so we will be playing against Ron DeSantis today, which Margaret Thatcher is a stronger candidate, but she plays in somewhat of a similar style. Because when you look at Margaret Thatcher, her main bonus is big conservative 45% and 25% swing states. She's also got small oil and agriculture bonuses, 10-15 respectively, and a 30% export driven, along with some Republican primary groups, but those don't matter here. Her main problem is a penalty in African American, -20, very small Latino penalty, -5. And she does have a -30 labor penalty, but that's not a big deal. Ron DeSantis, on the other hand, he's a little bit more versatile. Margaret Thatcher's like a lot of stronger bonuses, mainly in swing states and big conservatives. DeSantis has that big swing, but he's also got like, high tech, oil, export, Old South, all in the 10-15 range, and small African American town gun penalties. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into big conservative, of course, and then I'm going to go into North Carolina. Now, North Carolina is a very important state in the early game. A lot of Old South paths, swing state paths, and even manufacturing and agriculture, even though it's by far the least important of them, run through North Carolina. So if I can clashing with him is nice, but just getting my foot in there allows a lot of opportunities. Also very good for African American. Alright, so looks like he's kind of going for African American, but he's not going for like a proper Old South. Like this does not get you Old South. I'm going to put money into Georgia, and I'm going to meet the requirement for big conservative. I'll play it from here. So, yeah, Margaret Thatcher is actually a pretty decent candidate, all things considered, in the game, not necessarily in real life. Yeah. I wonder if anyone's gonna care, like, make controversy out of it. Because, like, I don't think I'm a big enough YouTuber for people to care. Not yet, anyways. Maybe one day. But, yeah, anyways. Now, someone did suggest a multiplayer game. And I am working on it. It'll be my next game. A couple days ago, I tried doing one with Margaret Thatcher. And 3 times in a row, there was a connection error. So I just gave up because I was so annoyed. So, there will be a multiplayer game coming soon. Don't worry, guys. By multiplayer, I don't just mean online. I mean like a 4-person or a 5-person. Probably a 4-person. But depends on when I get to recording it, because right now I'm recording this at like 12:20 a.m., so it's a little bit late, which is why it took like a couple minutes for the DeSantis to join. You guys didn't see because I paused the recording, so you didn't have to wait for that long, but it did take him 2 or 3 minutes, whereas normally it takes not even a minute for someone to join. Now he's good chance he gets Old South this turn, but I don't think he does. Yeah, he does not go for the Old South. As you can see, I am going for swing, so that's what I'm going to do. My friend was playing Cookie Clicker, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to edit that out. I don't think it matters here. Not this time, anyways. Normally I have that Steam game notification thing on, but next time I probably will turn it off. This time, though, I don't care. I don't think it ruins the quality of a video. do I want to become a big YouTuber? Because like everyone wants to be famous, but I don't know if I want to be that famous. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that though. Videos I make are way, but that would be cool. I guess like, and by cool, I mean it would be nice to have a bigger channel, but I don't know if I want the fame that comes with it. I guess that's the risk you put yourself into when you sign up for YouTube, though. Start making videos. I've already got fans, and I like my fans, so we'll continue on. Alright. So he's going for a lot of national groups. Still doesn't have that Old South. I'm gonna be getting African American. And he doesn't have Old South. Which is not, it's not looking good for him, honestly. I'm biased, but I love my position here. Because I'm getting high tech, I'll be getting African American, I'll be getting town and gown, which, like, all bonuses, which is a lot of bonuses, and Thatcher doesn't have any bonuses in town and gown or high tech and penalty in African American. But that's, I'm controlling a lot of states, and I'm bringing in that funding, which is critical, and that's why I like this position more. Plus, there's going to be a very easy California or Texas pivot. Now, Thatcher is more built for California, Texas than she is out of New York, but she is also really good out of Florida because of that swing. It's maybe Florida, Texas, probably. Interesting. She used to have a manufacturing penalty. I feel like it would make sense for her to have it, but whatever. It doesn't. The stats of Margaret Thatcher aren't really something I think about that much. I'm not that interested in British politics, so. Alright. I'm gonna do a Texas expansion because I'm gonna try and pick up manufacturing. But I think as long as I don't let him take like Florida or New York and I don't notice, I think I've got this one. Because he's not gone into any of my states. I'm into some of his states. And if I really wanted to, I could grab Old South, but I feel like a Texas pivot is better. Another thing, guys, is there's currently the Steam Summer Sale on. It's on till sometime in July. And a lot of games on there are at a pretty good deal. So, like, Bejeweled, which is a favorite of his channel, is on for like $1. Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is a fun one that's really cheap. Terraria. There's a couple new ones I've got. Like, I've got some Lego games that I probably will make content on soon. This one called Nubby's Number Factory, which is a very weird title, but it's pretty fun. It's sort of like a pachinko game. You know, it's pretty fun. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna have to play a lot of defense here. Go after Wisconsin instead. But I will be able to get some bonuses. Probably I will get manufacturing, which is nice, and I'll hopefully get oil soon. But then I can also enter into California probably after this, just to like really seal it. Because if I got all the big four and all these bonuses, while controlling a lot of the states, I should be able to win. Something I might start doing in later videos is when the opponent's taking long on these turns, to just like hit the pause on the recording. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. So he goes into California, which is probably trying to do some sort of California move, but might be a little bit too late. Now, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to enter all the states. I'm not necessarily forcing a ballot yet, but I'm going to enter a lot of these states so that way when a ballot comes soon. This turn, I'm not going to get a ballot off. Next turn, maybe, depending on what happens, what the money's looking like, what he goes into. Because I feel like if this game goes on longer, like he's got the national groups. And national groups are good for the long game. But with all the money I have, I think a longer game would benefit me. But I kind of want to not make this video 40 minutes long, so I will be trying to end this. And I think I'm the one who has the power to end it more so, because I can max out more states. I'm just going to enter into a whole bunch of states, as many as I can. Yeah, like, this turn is going to be no ballot. Next turn, I may be able to. But definitely 2 turns from now, there will be a ballot. Ooh. Lock in Oklahoma. I don't know if that was like a ballot lock or if that was just like a he also wanted to enter into Oklahoma. Either of those are possible. I'm gonna lock a couple states up, and we'll see what he locks up. I'm kind of curious to see. Enter into a few more states, and then he might grab oil, but that's okay. I'm gonna. If he locks a couple states, I think ballot will happen. If not, it's just another turn. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what else to really talk about. You can probably expect I'll be posting like more variety of content soon, probably, because I got some new games on Steam. So I'll show off some of those. I've wanted to play Roller Coaster Tycoon for a while. It's an older game, but it's really fun. It's pretty simple, and I think it can make like a good series. Maybe some more Minecraft. I did that one Minecraft video that was very short. Maybe some Terraria. Um, Probably not any hockey content, even though I am a big fan. Probably not any like political content per se, like political commentary. Probably not even like election commentary, where like I predict elections and events and stuff. I don't know. What else should I say? Braden Coots is a future Canucks legend. He was selected 15th overall in a pick that I thought for sure they'd trade for like Jared McCann or Margaret Rossi, but Braden Coots is still good. I still think the Canucks need to go for someone like Marco Rossi, Jared McCann, or just any second line center. But that's besides the point in my Margaret Thatcher 270 video. So I do take away Old South, but I don't think yeah, he doesn't. I don't gain it, and it's not ballot this turn. It will be next turn. I'm gonna enter into all the states, just because I'm gonna try and expand my lead. I don't like ever like giving my opponents any room. I've done that before, where I'm in such a far ahead position, I take it easy on them, and they came back and they beat me. So I'm very paranoid about that now. That was a while ago, and to this day, I don't do that. So if you see me, I'm winning, don't expect a free win. Like, don't expect me to go easy on you. I like winning. I mean, it's 270, so it's not like a big deal, you know. It's not like I'm sad if like I cry myself to sleep at night because I lose 270, but obviously the goal is to win, and I like reaching that. So, although this would be a very interesting election to say the least, I try not to say much about politics here, but having to choose between Margaret Thatcher and Ron DeSantis is not necessarily the greatest of choices. I feel like most people would agree. Actually, probably a lot of conservatives would disagree with that. And perhaps a lot of neo-libs too, but yeah, I feel like there's a fair amount of people that aren't huge on either. There's a fair amount of people who are huge on both. Like, I don't think Margaret Thatcher has the greatest historical legacy, especially amongst people like. Obviously, the left doesn't like her, but I've seen pretty wide sentiment of like anti-Thatcher. I'm just gonna finish this up. Looks like it's gonna be. I always like spending all my money at the end of the ballot. It doesn't do anything. Like I don't get boned. Like not like I get extra electoral votes or something. It's just almost like a superstition. I like to, not a superstition, but it's more satisfying to me when I spend as much of it as possible. I probably could have spent like a little bit more, but that's okay. I got most of it. So see what happens here. I have a feeling that if he does spend, he goes. Well, he protects California. Then I don't know what else he'd do. Probably Ohio, maybe Indiana, maybe Wisconsin. But like one of like this in this general area, I feel like he would. But that's moot because he doesn't spend it all. All right. Wow, that's a pretty big victory for Margaret Thatcher. For one of my probably one of my most controversial candidates I've played as so far. Thank you, Derek Bennett, for suggesting I play as Margaret Thatcher. I appreciate you guys giving me suggestions. I have most candidates, so if you suggest a candidate, I should have it, especially if it's an older one. Some of the newer ones I don't. Good game to my opponents, Republic, and yeah. And I don't know what much else there really is to talk about. I won. I'll try and post more. No promises, though. I am a busy guy. I have a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, expect some more content and expect a variety of content. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. Have a great day. I guess for me it's night because it's 12:30, but a wonderful day/night wherever you are. Bye for real.